Hi everyone, I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of WiseUp Communications and an alum of NTU Singapore. If you're new to my channel, I've made a lot of videos on studying and working in Singapore and my journey for the 3 years that I spent there. So you can check those out. Today, on popular request from students and parents, I'm making this video on undergraduate scholarships for particularly Indian students for the two best universities in Singapore, which is NUS and NTU. So, without further delay, let's get started. First, let's talk about NUS. NUS has some good undergraduate scholarship options for Indian students. The first one I'd like to talk about is the NUS Science and Technology Undergraduate Scholarship, which is awarded to outstanding students who are applying for undergraduate programs in NUS. The scholarship benefits are amazing, where your entire tuition fees, roughly amounting to 80 to 90 lakh Indian rupees for the 4 years of your undergraduate program, is completely waived off. Along with that, you get living allowance, computer allowance, settling allowance, and you also get 2 air tickets to and from Singapore. In fact, if you calculate the total scholarship amount, it comes to be around 1.2 crores for the 4 year of your undergraduate program. In fact, if you go for this scholarship, you don't even have to pay a single penny from your pocket. But the only catch here is that if you opt for this scholarship, then you need to sign a bond that you will work in Singapore for 6 years after you graduate. Now, who can apply for this scholarship? What is the eligibility? Well, apart from being an Asian citizen, you need to have stellar academic records, good leadership potential, and excellent extracurriculars. The best part about this scholarship is that you don't have to apply for it separately. All you need to do is submit your admission application, and if the university likes your profile, they will get in touch with you and shortlist you for an interview. To know more, I've put the link down in the description below for you to check. The second NUS scholarship I would like to talk about is RC scholarships. Now at NUS, there are many different accommodation options, and one such option is residential colleges. And these residential colleges have their own scholarship scheme, which is the RC scholarship. As part of this scholarship, you will get up to 10,000 Singapore dollars annually. So if you're applying for a 4-year undergraduate program, you will get approximately 40,000 Singapore dollars, which if you convert to INR is 25 lakh rupees. The best part about this scholarship is that it is completely bond free, which means that if you get this scholarship, there's no bond attached that you need to work in Singapore for a certain number of years. Now, to be eligible for this scholarship, you again need very good extracurriculars, academic record, and even leadership potential. To apply for this scholarship, you need to apply for the residential college program, and I've put more information in the link below for you to check. There are few other scholarship options which are open to international students, but they aren't that popular. Still, I would recommend that you can look at it and give it a shot. I've put all this information in the description below for you. Now, irrespective of whether you get these scholarships or not, there is an amazing scheme that you can apply for, which reduces your tuition fee by nearly 50%, and that is the service obligation scheme. I'll share more details about it once I complete talking about the NTU scholarships. Now, similar to NUS, NTU also offers some amazing undergraduate scholarship options. To be eligible to apply for them, you need great academic record, excellent extracurriculars, and good leadership potential. Now, the process to apply for these scholarships is also similar, where you need to fill out the admission application form. For NTU, once you've filled up the form, at the bottom of your application, you will see a separate link to apply for these scholarships. You go there and then you will see a list of scholarships that you can apply to. Now, to apply for these scholarships, you need a separate 300-word essay and you need a reference letter from your teacher. So the process is actually quite simple. It's not that difficult. And now, let me share the different scholarship options that are available. The first one is the NTU Science and Engineering Scholarship, which is very similar to the NUS Science and Technology Scholarship that we spoke about earlier. Here also your entire tuition fees is covered. Along with that, you get living allowance, computer allowance, settling allowance, and 2 air tickets to and from Singapore. And this scholarship also amounts to nearly 1.2 crores for the 4 years of your undergraduate program. And similar to the NUS S&T scholarship, this also comes with a bond. If you go for the scholarship, you need to work in Singapore for 6 years after you graduate. Now, apart from the NTU Science and Engineering Scholarship, there are many other scholarship options at NTU. These scholarships, they cover your entire tuition fees and a part of your living expense as well, which is great because it still amounts to 80 to 90 lakh rupees. Some of these scholarships are Nanyang Scholarship, School Scholarship, College Scholarship, Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences Scholarship, NTU Science Scholarship, etc. So you can check these all out and then apply to the ones which are relevant to you. The best part about these scholarships is that they don't come with a 6-year bond. Instead, they only have a 3-year bond, which means if you go for these scholarships, you only have to work in Singapore for 3 years after you graduate, which makes it so much more attractive. The link to all these scholarships have been put in the description below for you. Now, most of the scholarship schemes that I shared with you for both NTU and NUS are actually quite competitive and difficult to get. But there is one amazing scheme that is given by the Singapore government which makes your tuition fees so much more affordable, and that is the service obligation scheme. So as part of the service obligation scheme, the Singapore government reduces your tuition fees by nearly 50%, provided you work in Singapore for 3 years after you graduate. So that is still very good because nearly 40 to 50 lakh rupees is getting subsidized for you. Majority of the undergraduate students who are studying in Singapore are actually enrolled in this scheme. So students and parents, that's all I wanted to share with you today. If you have any more questions about studying in Singapore or the admission process, you can join me for my one-to-one consultation session. As part of this session, I sit down with you for a Zoom call of 30 minutes and clear all your doubts. To sign up for the consultation, I've put the link in the description as well as in the pinned comment. And now, thank you so much for watching this video and I wish you have a fantastic career ahead.